But that's okay. Remember, there are no stupid questions, just stupid people.
You know what? That fact rings true every time I take a look at the paper and see certain people connecting the Giants with Jimmy G. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. The Giants would be better off getting the Garoppolo. It doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense. And it's going to be a rant, guys. I don't know how bad this rant's going to be, but strap in because Lord knows where this is going to go. I keep seeing this crap on the Twitter sphere. I keep seeing thumbnails on YouTube about it. The Giants and Jimmy G coming to the Giants. How it makes sense. And I love the one thing where it was a pair of NFL insiders linked Jimmy G to the Giants. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and you're sitting there going, well, who are these insiders? Who knows this information that everyone needs to know? Well, it's Mike Tannenbaum. Okay, what does Mike Tannenbaum do in the league? He's not an NFL insider. He's a guy that got fired. He's not an NFL insider. And then it's the 33rd team. They're even stupider than Pro Football Focus. And I love it because the Giants don't have a contingency plan because they got rid of Daniel Jones's 5th-year option. And he's going to set to hit the open market. So bringing in Jimmy G would make sense in a way because they do not seem to have a contingency plan. And having a mid-round conditional pick at the cost for Jimmy G might be worthwhile. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my God. And then I see other people spouting this crap all over the internet. And like, oh, the Giants are going to go get Jimmy G. Does anyone understand just breaking down Jimmy G's contract and reference to the Giants' salary cap space, how immediately that would already be a hindrance, an issue? He's got a $26 million cap hit. His base salary is $24.2 million with a $1.4 million signing bonus, which is already probably paid out. He had his roster bonus of $750,000 and a workout bonus of $600,000 for a total cap hit of $26 million. I think that automatically should negate any deal with the Giants, considering the Giants have about $6 million in cap space. Are we not seeing an issue already?
But that's okay. Remember, there are no stupid questions, just stupid people.
Then you want to bring in a guy who you have to feel does not really have the mental fortitude, let's say, to play in a place such as New York City. He's got a problem in San Francisco. He's got issues there. He had a stacked team in 19. He had a good team in 2021. He went 9-6. You're looking at a guy, yes, he has a career completion percentage of 67.7%. And you think to yourself, well, that's just awesome. That's just fantastic. We are going to rewrite the book with that. But this is also a guy who in 5 years has 66 touchdowns and 38 interceptions. Has played in 46 games over the last 5 years. Let's think about this. He played in 6 games in 17, 3 games in 18. He did play all 16 and 19. He played 6 in 2020 and then 15 in 2021. So the logic is we're going to bring him in to back up Daniel Jones because he's going to be our starter in 2023 if Jones leaves because there's no contingency plan.
But that's okay. Remember, there are no stupid questions, just stupid people.
Is anyone else seeing the idiocy with this? Jimmy G is not a guy who I would say is a modicum of consistency. Have you watched him play in San Francisco? Jimmy G, most in reference to career throws, was 476. He's not a guy that throws the ball 600 times a year. He's not. I will say this. His average yard attempt is much larger than Daniel Jones. You're looking at about 8.4, which is great, which is it's close to above the NFL average. But he doesn't bring anything to this team. He doesn't bring the leadership. He's not a leader in San Francisco. They thought so much about him in San Francisco. They went out and got Trey Lance. That's how much they thought about him 2 years ago. He's our starting quarterback. He went 13-3. He got hurt. We're going to go out and get a quarterback. Are you not seeing something there? Are you not seeing something meld in the mind? And just the fact that you do not have space contractually to get him automatically should negate this thought process, this notion as stupid. And you want to go out and get a retread starter from another team to take Daniel Jones's place in 2023. You don't think the Giants are going to draft a quarterback? You don't think the Giants are going to scan the free agent market and find someone? You don't think you're going to have to then pay him after the season to retain him? I don't know.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
I assume that I must be taking crazy pills. Because then I see these things and I'm like, what? I mean, honestly, why? Why would you even think this was a good idea? And people are like, that's a realistic option. If you think that's a realistic option, please stop listening to my channel. Please turn it off. Because, and if you make content about it or you put up YouTube posts, not YouTube posts, YouTube posts, that's how mad I am. You put up Twitter posts and Instagram posts about it, take them down because you're too dumb to be on social media. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to have to probably pay him more than what he was averaging over the last 2 seasons, which was over $25 million. Because you know he's going to want more money in 2023 because he's an unrestricted free agent. Does anyone else get that? He's an unrestricted. So even if you trade for him now, after you gut your roster to get him under the cap, you then need to turn around and then give him part of your cap space, which Joe Shane has been protecting like it's his own child, and then turn around and give it to Jimmy G. That makes zero. Shane did not use his post June 1st designation, which he could have, on Logan Ryan. You can use that 2 times before June 1st. I don't know if many people know about this NFL rule. You can use the June 1st post designation twice before June 1st. The problem was we would have saved more money in 2022, but we would have still owed Logan Ryan over $3 million in 2023. Doing what he did, we are not having that nut on the salary cap. So he's protecting his salary cap space. But we're gonna give it to the likes of Jimmy G, who's trying to be run out of San Francisco. I just keep it, I just think of things that it's like, you know what? It's the dumb things people say.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
German? Forget it, he's rolling.
That's right. People just must be rolling. And maybe they're rolling a different way. Maybe that's what it is. Picture me rolling. Maybe they're just rolling a different way. Boy, this rant went a lot longer than I thought it was going to go, because there were some other things I needed to talk about. I'm just tired of the stupidity. I'm just tired of and I understand. I'm not going to get into it because I've gotten into it a million times. Bad information is still misinformation. Misinformation to a younger fan base could potentially be gospel, which you make them less intelligent about the sport and about their team. Wise up, think up, and do it right. That's all I'm going to say about that. The Giants finally got all their rookies under contract. You got Dane Belton, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Daniel Bellinger all signed up now. So the entire 22 class is in the books, which I'm very excited about. We hopefully are going to we might do hopefully we are going to do a stream tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to potentially announce our fun little thing that's going to be happening during the August 21st game. That's going to be exciting. And I'm also thinking about doing a small meet and greet at the Trenton Thunder Stadium in Trenton, New Jersey, for one of the games. I've actually got 2 games, and I have a hospitality suite for 2 games. So we may be doing this. Want some more information with that to follow. But again, be smart, be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you like, you subscribe. If you can ring that bell, you know what that means. That'd be awesome.